Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jermaine with Black Wall Street ATX, and I wanted to discuss with you all really quickly an article that I was reading in the recent Final Call newspaper titled Black Educators Take a Stand. And what I'd like to share with you all is across the country, black principals are being pushed out of their positions for several reasons, none of which is based off performance of the principal or how well the school is doing or how well the children are getting along. Oftentimes our schools are in low income areas. Many are faced with violence and other social issues. And many of the principals who come into those environments are also responsible for helping children cope with the problems that they're facing at home and then in their community. And so this particular article that we'd like to discuss is regarding a Principal Abdul Muhammad who went into a local school in Chicago and began to work with the children, as he had in other school districts around the country, to improve the conditions of the children in those schools. Many of the, and it was seven Caucasian parents, or excuse me, seven Caucasian school workers who came together and created what the article describes as an untruth in order to push this brother out of his position. This can be said about many of the positions that we hold throughout our professional lives in these corporations and companies and districts and local government, to where we begin to show individuality and the organization begins to kind of work together to make everything you do wrong or find some reason to separate from you. And so what I would like to discuss is a few solutions to that problem. One, we should all begin to subscribe to our newspaper instead of the CNN and Wall Street Journal and all these newspapers that tend to mask the truth with, making certain companies and corporations and people look good. The Final Call newspaper provides a true account of what happens within our community. You can go to www.noi.org and subscribe to the Final Call newspaper digitally. You can also have it mailed directly to your home or your office or wherever you may want it. This newspaper will empower you with knowledge of what's going on in your community. The second thing is the principles of which Black Wall Street was founded on. Black Wall Street ATX modeled its business idea and concept off of the circulation of our dollars, as we did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as we did in Kitchenville, Rosewood, Clarksville, and other freed black settlements around this country after the so-called Emancipation Proclamation took place. So we had communities of our own, and every Friday when we were paid, we would take that money back to our community and spend our money within our community. The dressmakers, the clothes makers, the grocery stores, the doctor's offices, the newspaper businesses, all of which we gave our money to. And we built a very wealthy economy, which is modeled today. The sustainable communities you see around this country are just models of what we did in Tulsa, the Greenwood District, Kitchenville here outside of Austin, Clarksville, all these freedmen settlements, Rosewood, that we founded on the principle of circulating our dollars. We can have our own school district, our own independent schools. When Howard University was being founded, there was discussion about the purpose of its founding. One of the Congress people mentioned that we're not going to teach them the art of mating, the art of warfare, and the art of business. So it's never the intentions of the independent school districts here in this country to teach us anything to be an independent people. We often have to learn that on the job and then take it back to our people and teach them what we've learned as a result of working for the people who say that they'll never teach us these things. We still have trouble with finding suitable mates, having children. There's a lot of single fathers. There's a lot of single mothers. And so we're still struggling with uniting as a people. We're still struggling with supporting our own businesses. And we're still struggling to support ourselves. So Black Wall Street ATX was founded on the principles of circulating our dollars. The solution to our problem, the solution to saving our youth, the solution to having black educators that work for us for the benefit of our children is to begin to circulate our dollars in our community and use those dollars that are flowing through our community. $1.3 trillion flows through our community. And within a matter of minutes, 6 minutes, circulates one time, is out of our community and in the community of others who is not providing education for our children. You can go to Chinatown, Little Italy, Little Korea. You can now see the Hispanic communities being developed, all of them on the principle that black people are really just dollars to them. You spend your money in their stores, and they take that money. They don't give you a job, but they turn and take your dollars and use them to build their communities. So I say to you, the solution to our problem is to circulate our dollars among one another and begin to build communities of our own, educational systems of our own. It is obvious that they're not going to do it. It's obvious whenever we take an individual stance on things or we have an individual idea that we begin to become targets of these people. And so I say to you all, let's begin to circulate our money together. Let's do business among one another. Let's stick to the principles that our communities were founded on, and I guarantee you, you'll have success. You can find local businesses in the Central Texas area if you want to patronize black businesses at www.blackwallstreetatx, all one word, .com. There you can find the Black Business Directory and a link to black businesses here in Central Texas. If you have a black business that's centrally owned here in Central Texas, Austin, Killeen, Round Rock, Pflugerville, Hutto, if you have a business in these areas, we'll be happy to feature you on the Black Business Directory, and we'll promote your business as much as we can. You all have a great day. Continue to be safe. Stay warm. Get the subscription to the Final Call newspaper. It is rich with knowledge and information, something we desperately need. Peace, and you all have a great day.